1017 mob, tag them. Mud money mob, start tagging these niggas, man. Whole lot of mob shit. Motherfucking president, nigga. Y'all better listen to me. Let's get it.
Green man, 30 on me, big bag, dirty on me. Yo ho, working on me. My niggas murking, homie. Hit his ass, laser tag, 50 round drum. 100 round drum. Mop him up when the time come. Mask on, mask off. Big dog, big boss. You broke your loss. Like a tag a nigga, yeah ho. Green man doing numbers. I got hitters, I got runners. We gon' tag them by them commas. Yeah.
30 days straight, I've been trapping. Look what happened. Bitch, I'm acting. I know about your baby mama, she get nasty. Gotta tell them to chill. The younger with me, why that action? I be in the dungeon with dragons, hot boy shit. Demons and ashes, lady baby shit. Dope boy magic. You smell the gas through the plastic. Smoking on runs, I'm trying to stuff every gram in the blunt. Asking, this ain't what you want. That laser gon' make a bitch nigga freeze. He hit my line on a Wednesday, saying to play up for Thursday. He coming back on a Friday, asking why I didn't serve him. Boy, that little money ain't worth it. Me and you was the fee and the purpose. The president meaning I'm the plug. You lucky to see me in person, bitch. Hey, had to put the campaign on furlough. You know they be working shit. Ain't come for no problem, but shut up your partner. My youngin' be murking shit. Yeah, I taught him how to go get a bag, flip the shit and make it flip again. Talking about she can do better than me. I tell that bitch, handle your business then. I'm a business and a businessman. I'm the reason why you say your baby daddy got a brand new dental plan. All the knocked out the middleman. Mud money, what I represent. Cause we got it out the mud, nigga. 1017 mile with us. Face shaking, I don't fuck with you. 30 days I was quarantined in the trap, setting up plays, nigga. Glizzy louder than some barber clippers. I ain't gonna shoot the fade with you. Fujiana got smoke, I'ma make a call, send a couple grave diggers. He got WAP on the line telling me to chill, but they shouldn't have played with us. On 30 days straight, I've been trapping. Look what happened. Bitch, I'm at it. I know about your baby mama, she get nasty. Gotta tell them to chill. The younger with me, by that action. I be in the dungeon with dragons, hot boy shit. Demons and ashes, lady baby shit, dope boy magic. You smell the gas through the plastic. Smoking on runs, I'm trying to stuff every gram in the blood. Asking, this ain't what you want. That laser gon' make a bitch nigga freeze.
I grew up thuggin', muggin' on the block, pussy with them same niggas. Wreck round women every day, he got a big pistol, wig splitter. Pussy nigga on the net said he a real killer. Nigga, bitch. See his ass in person, nigga did the real thriller. Pussy nigga. I been round there, well, by myself, serving with a Drake. 1017 ice on me, try to take a shoot you in the face. Yeah, get him gone, bags in, bags out, chop. Julia hit my phone, say he got a country boy, I need to come tag. Yeah, I hit the road, AMG S550, hit the gas. Pull up, so that nigga grab, yeah, hit the gas, he was mad. But I don't really give a fuck, I'm with the mob and pussy nigga on the boss. Ho, one call, I call Cream, he gon' come through and knock a nigga off. Jill told me don't do it, but I gotta get to a nigga raw. Ho, all the mud moving slow, yeah, real slow, nigga like a slow bitch. Pussy nigga try to diss me, can't diss me, boy it's soft. Wop said don't play with nobody, fool, you better kill them all. Ho,
30 days straight, I've been trapping. Look what happened. Bitch, I'm at it. I know about your baby mama, she get nasty. Gotta tell them to chill. The younger with me, by that action. I be in the dungeon with dragons, hot boy shit. Demons and ashes, lady baby shit, dope boy magic. You smell the gas through the plastic. Smoking on runs, I'm trying to stuff every gram in the blood. Asking, this ain't what you want. That laser gon' make a bitch nigga freeze. Tagging.
This shit crazy, man. I had another dream the other day, man. Niggas try to kill me again. You know what I mean? People try to take me away from my family, you know what I mean?
Upstate hustle.
Yeah.
I had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again.
Again.
I had another dream the other day. People try to take me away.
They try to take me away.
Had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again. Had another dream the other day. People wanna slide my way.
They try to slide my way.
Had another dream again. Had another dream again.
I had a dream again.
I think about it every every day. Had another dream again. Had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again.
They try to kill me again.
Had another dream the other day. Niggas try to take me away. I used to hustle out the house, now I trap with the whip. Had to keep my gun tight, cause these niggas is bitch. The nigga mad cause I fucked this shorty. But the nigga kinda mad cause he owe me a short. Money. I seen niggas, they was lurking in the back of the back. I seen them right in the back. It was crazy, I ain't had my strap. And I know they had them a strap. We had to go right after the show. I seen them niggas, they was following me quick. They was right on my shit. Niggas still thought dumping it quick. Niggas sent 5 shots. Ain't hit nothing. Them niggas frontin'. Then I start dumping it back. Then I split. I ain't seen that nigga since. One day I'm on the block, I'm chillin', smoking my weed. These niggas ride past grillin'. Now I see the light stop. Seen the car pulled over. And now I see the passenger door open. Niggas leaned over. I knew it was lit. Niggas try to leave me dead on my dick. I gotta go home and grab my shit. Now I'm riding, now I'm thinking all night about that night we made that hit.
Damn.
We took that money and we took that brick. Man, I think I got set up and shit. My man set me up.
Story is crazy, right? There's a lot of shit y'all don't know about me, man. A lot of shit I keep on the low. I don't put on Facebook and none of that shit, you feel me? I'm really in these streets, man. Tone Gambino, the ski mask way. No face, no case. Let's go.
I had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again.
Again.
I had another dream the other day. People try to take me away.
They try to take me away.
Had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again. Had another dream the other day. People wanna slide my way.
They try to slide my way.
Had another dream again. Had another dream again.
I had a dream again.
I think about it every day. Had another dream again.
I had a dream again.
Had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again.
They try to kill me again.
Had another dream the other day. Niggas try to take me away.
They try to take me away.
One just tell me, yeah. One just tell me. All day. Yeah. One just tell me, yeah. Yeah. One just tell me. You put the pressure on me. I see you're afraid to love me now. With all the things you believed, it's made your past so ugly now. We can't be friends. Give me your hand. Your love again. Just show me how this doesn't end. I'm here again. You want forever. Hold me. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it would be easy, but I really can't be giving this up. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it's never easy when it's love, so I'm not giving you up. It's the light. Me see your fear, me feel you push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it too much. Me too ready, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, don't hold back now, yeah. Me never again say it too much. Don't hold back now, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, don't hold back now, yeah. Don't hold back. You want to feel so lucky, head over heels above me now. I understand you're lovely. Give me a chance, don't cut me out. Save me a dance, give me your hand. Make me a man, love me down. You wanna win, you've never had. Soon as I'm in, I'll tell you. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it would be easy, but right. Me see your fear, me feel you push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me like. And girl, you got to stay from me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it's too much. Me too ready, yeah. More love, I won't let your heart break. Mr. Sunday morning, make it easy for your hard day. Gotta learn to feel again, we gon' do it our way. Put myself all over you, wrap you up in star K. Want more, you ain't gotta come for. It's already done for, even dropping encore. You've been on a hunt for somebody to make you feel differently. 2020 vision, it's a different me, yeah, yeah. Me see your fear, me feel you push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me like. And girl, you got to stay from me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it's too much. Don't hold back. Baby, if you want more. Baby, if you want more. Baby, if you want more. Don't hold back now, yeah.
Happy Friday! Yay!
Hey, Lissha girl, yes, it's Thursday.
I was getting ready to say Friday, child. It's been a long day.
I know. I love the new look, child. I love it. I love it.
You. Thank you. I said, let me do a little something different. Y'all know my birthday coming, right?
Y'all know y'all gonna hear that until the end of April.
My birthday coming. Y'all know that, right?
Tell them again, Lish. Tell them again.
My birthday coming. Y'all know that, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna give a free book to somebody who can tell me when my birthday is. No.
You know, I'll raise my hand in a minute.
Right. The first 5 people that tell me when my birthday is.
Ooh, 5 people. God, y'all better stay tuned. Get that free book. Felicia, I was loving that music. I just love it. I like the new one with Tasha's upcoming book, Upstate Hustle.
So yes, Tasha Goins, y'all. She just her mind, her book grind is everything, and she actually has this a mixtape coming. So there's multiple songs that's going to be coming from upstate New York. That's where she's from. And all of the artists are from the area. So it's really, really dope. She is re-releasing Upstate Hustle. So I'm excited for her. She's doing so much, and I'm so proud of her.
She is grinding, girl. She is working. That's what I love to see. She's making it all worthwhile.
Well, go ahead and open this up, T.
Once again, thank you guys for joining Lissha and I this Thursday evening. You're listening and watching Let's Chat Live. You know, we try to make a live show at least once a week. But Lissha and I actually started in the radio. That's our ground roots. Let's Chat on Blog Talk Radio. Make sure y'all follow us there as well. But we started off just celebrating literature because we both are avid readers. But we have evolved into so much more than just reading. Now we celebrate the dopeness of all the arts, whether it's music, as y'all can see, we are music lovers as well, literature, sports, law, business, fashion, everything. We celebrate the dopeness of all the arts. You know, whoever it is or whatever they do, you can guarantee they have come through the doors of Let's Chat. And we so appreciate them sharing their special time with us because, you know, their time is precious, Lissha, and they really give us valuable time when they visit us. So we want to thank everybody. Get ready for another great show. We have Miss Kenya Carr coming up. Yes, y'all make sure y'all get ready for that fabulous woman. Felicia, I'm excited this Thursday evening.
Absolutely. And did y'all know y'all could catch Let's Chat on Pandora?
Woo!
Child, I didn't know that. Make sure y'all head over to Pandora, yes, and check out our channel. And what you'll get on Pandora and Spotify, you're gonna get Let's Chat live. And then Let's Chat Radio is still on iHeartRadio and iTunes. Okay. But I had to split it up. I had to do a little editing to put the last couple of shows on, so those will be on those platforms as well. So I'm excited. Yeah. So we're gonna bring in our first fabulous guest. Hey,
hello everyone. Good evening.
Hey, lady.
Hello.
Earrings. Just
thank you. You said fashion, so I brought the fashion.
There you
go. Yes, I love it.
Thank
you.
For
all of those who are not familiar with your fabulous, fabulous spirit, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your literary journey.
Sure. So, Kenya Carr. I am the proud mother of 2 boys, Christopher and Noah. I am a life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an author. And I'm also a human capital consultant and a student pilot.
Oh,
and
yes.
We need more women pilots out there. So, but it's just for the pilot is just for fun. Learning to fly a Cessna, and just I want to be able to say, girls, let's go up to New York, get all dressed up, go see a Broadway show, and then fly back home. Okay. So that's where I want to get to. So, but yeah, I started on my writing journey, honestly, through social media. I love to do posts. I love to do inspiring posts. I do all original quotes. And for me, when I write, even if it's 1 or 2 lines, it's something that just comes to me and I'm moved. And it's just like, put my hands on the keys and it just comes. And last year with COVID and being home, I had more time to reflect on my ultimate dream to be an author one day. And I was like, there's no time like the present. This is a time where we need to reflect and take life for what it is, very precious, and not waste it. And so I began my journey of writing my first book, Battling the Flames.
You better show that book. Yes, honey.
That's
show
right.
that book.
Got to show the book. Got to show the book.
Yes. I love it. And you know, a Black woman that can write is powerful. We're already powerful. But when we have a platform to use our powerful voice, that's really, really a great thing to have. What does that power mean to you as a Black woman, as a mother, as a professional?
Well, power is only as good as how you use it. You know, it can be used for good. It can be used for bad. In a lot of my posts, I will hashtag personal power, which we all have within us. So, but it's recognizing that we all have a personal power and bringing it out versus, well, I'm not sure. I also like to reference that we all have a light inside of us and that no matter what, we should shine our light so damn bright that others feel our heat and catch fire, which means you don't dim your light for no one. That's your power. And we all have it, men, women, children. It's just channeling it and using it for good and knowing that we are worthy and we should not worry about what others think about us and keep shining, because it actually encourages others to shine when they see you doing it. So
absolutely.
So true. And you know something, Kenya, you said those were some powerful words you just shared with us. You know, that personal power, and also during the pandemic, not wasting life. But you know something, you can waste that personal power by not realizing that you even possess it, you know, and not recognizing actually what it is. So how can you share with our listening, our audience, how you even realize the power of personal power?
Great question. I believe that you don't recognize your power until you go through experiences and then look back and say, I did that.
Right.
You ever hear that saying, believe in yourself, right?
That's right.
I like to change it up and say, know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you know yourself, you don't have to believe. It is what
It's what
it
it
is.
is.
right.
That's
It
right.
is what it is.
That's
So I tell my clients, because being a life coach, I tell them, like, if you're working on your self-confidence, right? That personal power and that light comes from building and sustaining self-confidence. You are, and people hate this word, but I'm going to say it anyway. It begins with a J, journal. If you journal things that you've done in your past, that's one way to appreciate and recognize everything you've done. Because when you're going through the motions, you don't really think about all the things we do as moms and our personal life. We just get it done. And we don't have to take time to reflect, and we just go on to the next thing.
Exactly.
And then sometimes we're nervous about that next thing. Can I really do that? But if you're taking the time to reflect and write it down, like let's say today, if I did something that I'm proud of, it could be small. And I write it down and say, I did that. Those accomplishments that matter to me, they don't have to matter to anybody else, just to me.
That's right.
They grow. And at the end of each thing that you accomplish, say, I did that. So when the next thing comes up, you can look back and go, oh no, I got this. I'm going to shine my light so damn bright because I did the last thing, which means I can do this next thing. So I think we but it's in us. It's not coming from anybody else. It's in us.
That's
we have to recognize it and appreciate it.
And we say that all the time. Your road is paved just for you. That's your lane. You can put up as many buildings as you want, stoplights, stop signs. Those are all distractions that you place in your way. Now, as you go down the road, it might be the side street that you keep passing because it's gravel and they don't have no street lights just yet. You haven't developed that area, so you're gonna keep going past it like I don't want to mess up my tires, let me just keep going. But eventually you're gonna have to turn down that street and not be afraid to go down there, because you need to know how to develop it. You need to know how to put it together and how to bring it all full circle. We always talk about a goal moment, and the goal moment is when thought and execution come together, and you do so much. You've had so many goal moments. What was that moment like when you decided to say, okay, I'm going to be an author? Well, I know you said it was the pandemic, but what was that moment that was like, I'm about to do this?
Jeez, right there for that
one. It was a scary moment because I was like, oh my God, I'm doing this. And just like I was saying before, you're going through the motions. And I think sometimes if you stop and think about it too much and analyze it, you get scared instead of just every day. And you all being authors, you can appreciate this. Every day just starting. And every day that I was on this journey to write this book, my mindset was like, Kenya, don't quit. Don't quit. You've come too far. Every day, no matter how tired I was like, even if you only write a paragraph, right. Quit. Because everything's about getting started. So I had those moments like every day I was writing and I was like looking at my word count, like, I didn't even think I could write this much. I didn't think I had that much to say. It's my life story, so I should have some things to say.
That's right.
But just going through the motions and starting, it was like a new experience every day to be like, oh, wow, okay, I did it. I didn't quit today, and I didn't quit the next day. And just persistence, overcoming life getting in my way. That's right. Because it was like, I'm going to do this. And accountability.
That's right.
So Sean Sinclair, who I know you all know,
was
my coach. And so knowing that I had to produce something and then produce something every week, it was like, I got to do it. So accountability is an important thing too.
And Sean is kind of like a silent storm. You know, he's stirring stuff up and he don't say much to nobody about nothing. But yes, Sean is dope in real life, y'all.
Yeah,
now, life coach. What? Okay, I want to hear about that go moment. What made you want to become a life coach opposed to being a therapist?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm all those things on my day job, a therapist, psychologist, life coach, everything. And then you're trying to figure out what the difference is, which there's a difference. As a young child, I was always curious. I grew up as the only child on my mother's side of the family, and it's all in my book, of course. And I got to be around adults and I wanted to emulate them. I wanted to be like them. And I asked a lot of questions, and I didn't adhere to children are supposed to be seen and not heard, because I was always very opinionated.
That's right.
And I asked a lot of questions because I really wanted to know and understand. And as I grew up and engaging as a young adult and as an adult with other adults, I was very comfortable in engaging. So if we were having a conversation, I like to go deeper. And I like to ask a lot of questions. And then from that, it shifted the conversation about what that person might be thinking or want to do, or what I wanted to do. And I didn't know what a life coach was at the time. And the person I was speaking to was like, wow, this is a great conversation. You should be a life coach. And I was like, sounded good. Let me look into that, because of the kind of conversations we were having. Because life coach's job is to ask powerful questions.
That's right.
And let the client come up with the answer. It's not telling. And so it was always like, I felt like in me. And my story talks about getting married, having children, having an unhealthy marriage, and ultimately divorcing, finding myself again, healing. And then I swear, God speaks to me at 3:00 in the morning. I don't know about you ladies, but he speaks to me in the morning where I can't sleep. So something was egging at me because I wasn't in alignment with my goals and who I was and what I wanted to do. And, I hate being a hypocrite, like talking about it so much and not doing it, or telling somebody else you should do it, but you're not doing it. And so I was like, okay, I'm ready. I got a great professional book on becoming a life coach, read the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna start a program, join a program. And just in the middle of the night, I researched Health Coach Institute, and I was already on my health journey. So I thought I was going this way, and God said, wait a minute, pivot just a little bit. And so I got certified as a health and a life coach, which made sense because I was already on my health journey and still am on it. And I want to help women in that category as well as life, career, since I've been in HR over 21 years, relationships, specifically separation, divorce, and co-parenting, because I've lived that. And health, of course, in other areas of women's life. I coach to women over 40, which is my age group.
Now, Kenya, you seem so passionate and animated about your journey and how it affects you. But do you ever get a chance to not 24/7 be a coach? Do you ever feel like everything that you say, do, and everything just revolves around you being a coach?
That's a good question. I don't think so, but then it's hard to always be self-aware when you're in the moment. Like if you're just talking to somebody and you're like, which hat am I wearing? Am I a coach right now, or am I just Kenya? And I don't know if I could separate the two. And when I separate the two, I'm not being who I want to be, because I'm actually in that telling mode, and I'm not curious, and I'm in that control mode, because personality wise, I have control tendencies. And so
that's okay. You're right at home. I'm micromanager to its best. My son told me that today. He was like, "Ma, you don't have to micromanage me." I said, "Clearly, I do, because you can do that over there."
Especially with boys, I was trying to play coach today. That wasn't working. So I was in tell mode because how many times we have to have this conversation? And we're still here again.
Listen, I'll be telling him I'm sending you my invoice.
I need to do that one.
For the
I
overtime.
need to do that one.
Yeah, for the overtime. It's a reserve nerve fee. Yeah, reserve nerve fee.
Reserve nerve fee. Oh my God, I gotta write that down.
You are my reserve nerve. I need to send you an invoice so I can, because I need to charge you for this energy that you're taking unnecessarily.
No,
I could be doing something else. I could be doing something else.
I know, and so I lose myself. Like, if you are supposed to be a coach, don't watch this part of Kenya because she is not in coach mode right now when it comes to the children. But I feel like when I'm in coach mode, then I'm not controlling and I'm slowing down and I'm listening to the other person. And then I also feel like, oh, this is easier. I don't have to do the work. I don't have to fix it. It's not my job to fix it.
That's right.
And that takes a work to switch the brain to that mindset. And coach mode is a lot easier, except when the person goes, I know what you just did. You just coached me. And you're like, and you don't even realize you did it. And you're like, okay, did it work?
Right. Well, then that's all that matters.
I'll send you my bill, right?
I love it. Now, as women, as complicated as we can be sometimes, we still all have that vision, to be able to do and be whatever it is God has placed in our heart and in our spirit. And you have to have those people around you to help you throughout that journey. Who has been your biggest support system throughout your journey?
Well, it changes over the years, but it's an easy one right now. And I dedicated my book to her. It's my very good, and I don't want to get emotional, but it's my very good friend. Her name is Lynette Young. And I've only, and I shouldn't say only, I've known her going on 6 years now.
Hey,
and she was, huh?
I said, hey,
girl. Yes. And she came into my life at a tough time where I had decided I was leaving my husband. And she didn't know all the details at the time, but then I shared with her. And she's had her own journey, ups and downs in her life. And we've just been there for each other, emotionally, spiritually, spurring each other on. And she has been my biggest supporter through everything. Sometimes, you just need someone to listen to you, or you need someone, you don't realize someone is giving you a gift when they say things to you that others never do. They see you a certain way. And it's like, Kenya, you don't see what I see in you. And it's like, oh my God, I joke with her all the time because I'm single now. And I said, if you were a man, I would marry you because she's that supportive. And it's like that love language. She gives me what I need that no one else in this world does or ever has, to be honest with you. And so she's been there, and she, through the journey of the book, she's like, oh my God, I got to get the book. I was there with you from the beginning. And when I was in Atlanta a couple of weekends ago doing a book signing down there, she came and she supported me. And she at first was just going to show up and surprise me. And she was like, well, I need to tell you just in case the plans change. And she came, and everybody that walked by, and she was like, hey, I need you all to meet my best friend.
That's
She was
right.
the first book. She helped me sell all those books. She's just my light. She's amazing. I love her to death. She has been my rock through a lot of ups and downs. So
we all need a Lynette like that.
We do. And it's funny because I'm glad that you brought when you said something that touched on something I've been thinking about. Because as women, when we look to men that are coming into our life, and we think because he invests some time or some money, that's it. But I think that when you enter into a relationship and there's investment but no growth, it's a problem. You have to, it's nothing wrong with him investing into you, but it has to be a growth there. You have to be able to grow. He just can't just be giving you stuff. It's like, well, go do this, but there's no growth. He's not edifying and helping you to go to the next level. And I think that anybody you bring into your space, into your life, that is what they are supposed to do. And so Sean had posted something, and it's actually a meme I had seen before, and it said that when men get money, they think about they women, and when women get money, they think about themselves. And I don't think that is true. I think when women get money, we feel empowered to do all the things that have been in our mind to do, not necessarily just take care of family. I think because so many times our voice is silenced. Or it's cut short because we have to take care of somebody else. We got to pour into other people. And we're always very mindful about how we pour into other people, how they speak to themselves, and we're not pouring into ourselves enough. And as women, you lose yourself. You lose yourself in a relationship. You lose yourself in your children. And if you lose yourself, that's the hardest thing to get back. Talk a little bit about that. Just as a mom, a life coach, you have all the dimensions going on there.
Yes. No, you hit on a lot of things, and I was like, yes, yes. And like I'm hearing you in my head. Like, how does she know? How does she know all that? But yes, on so many levels. So for me, you know that saying. It's not about our cup being filled. We got to pour into our salsa in order to, be there for others. But we got to make sure we're taking care of ourselves first. So for me, it's about self-care, self-love. And I posted this: self-care, self-love is not one day a week. And it's not selfish. It's selfless. And, sometimes I'll see, memes, and it's like Saturday self-care day. Self-care is every day. It doesn't have a day. Right. And so one of the things that I have been doing to pour in over my cup into the salsa is I'm putting me first.
That's right.
So that I can take care of others.
That's right.
And I don't have that's selfish mindset at all, because I know it's not selfish. It's actually self-full. It's helping other people, because I can be there mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually for others. One, because I have energy to pour into others. So I'm an avid, movement person. I don't like to say exercise because people don't like that word. I believe in movement, and I get my, charge in the morning, and I'm going all day. So I can do those other things for myself and for other people. And over my journey of marriage, divorce, healing, not loving myself, not liking what I saw when I looked in the mirror, I worked on healing and looking in the mirror and saying, I love the person looking back at me. Right. Because if I love me, then I want to take care of me by what I put in my body, how I move my body, how I show up for myself.
That's right.
Because then I can encourage other people to do it with more personal power.
Right.
I'm not just talking about it, I'm being about it. So, and also having fun with life.
That's right.
It's not just about work. I have a goal. Play hard at least once a month, at least. So I'm learning to do things I've never done before. Horseback riding, skiing, learning to fly a damn plane. I mean, come on. The life I didn't have before, that was living through my children and my husband. Now I'm like, hey, I'm living, because tomorrow may not come. So
that's right.
Live today.
That's right.
But a lot of times, as women, most women, going back to what you said was posted, Leash, most women put themselves last after they've spent all that money that they've gotten on everyone else around them.
That's right.
A lot of times we put ourselves last. But you touched on a lot of great things, and we're coming out of a really tough year, countrywide, worldwide, and a lot of people hopefully took that time to know themselves, to learn about themselves. Was there anything in particular that you didn't necessarily have at the start of that year that you realized who and what you are at the end of, to this point at least?
Yeah,
What
that's
did
a
you
good
learn
question.
about yourself?
I learned I'm more resilient and patient than I thought, and that I can do more than I think I can, because we've got like this critter brain that's always trying to keep us safe. And we think we can't do things just because we think it's going to be painful and hard to do. And then you actually go through it and you're like, that wasn't bad. Why did I take forever to do that? Or you're pushed or backed up against the wall in the corner, and then you have no choice but to do it.
That's
And
right.
then you're like, dang, I did that. So for example, no one wants this to happen, but in July of last year, we had a huge flash flood.
Ooh.
And something told me, go downstairs, because I live in a townhome and the lower level is the basement level. I went downstairs, and part of my lower level was the water came in.
Oh.
And I didn't panic, because I always say, don't panic, Kenya, because if you panic, you can't focus on what you need to do. And so I got the towels, because I had been here before when I was married, and the water came in through the window well twice. So I went twice. Don't get me started there. But so I went to Home Depot, and the great guy who helped me, he used to do just home improvements, and he told me all the stuff I needed to get. And when he said, you got to pull the carpet back because the padding under there is probably wet, and you got to pull it all up, critter brain was like, alert. You can't do that. You can't do that by yourself. Oh no, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's safe. Maybe you don't have to do all that. No, I had to do it all. And I have no one to help me. There's no man in my life. I had to do it all by myself.
Wow.
And at the end, when I was using the knee kicker to put the carpet back that I saved, and I had to put all new padding down, I was like, I did that. This woman did that. You know, I don't need a man, but I do want a man. It would have been nice to have him around. But I grew just from that experience. That was personal power. Like, you thought you couldn't do that. And at first you just didn't know how. Once someone showed you, your confidence built, and you were like, I gotta do this.
Right.
And you do it. You go through the motions. To your point earlier, Lissha, that's how you grow.
Right.
You can't shy away from stuff. That's how you grow. And I grew a lot last year. I did more last year in 2020, including writing a book, than I've probably done any year of my life.
Wow.
Partly because I had the time. What was my excuse?
Yeah, we all had that time.
And that's the thing. It's not that women, when we say we don't need a man, you don't need a man. A man is a desire. And because when you say, oh girl, I need a man, what kind of man you about to get? Okay. Are you drawing? What, honestly, because what are you drawing into yourself? You're going to get a man. It's not going to be the type of man that you want. And I learned a long time ago, you got to be very clear on what you speak. And it's not that I don't need a man. You don't need a man to live. You don't need a man to grow. You don't need a man to be happy, and you don't need a man to take care of yourself. Any man that comes into your life, that is a bonus. He is investing into you, and you're growing from his presence, from his knowledge. You know, he's supposed to pour into you. So no, ladies, you don't need a man. A man is a desire, and you have to be clear on what kind of man that you want, because you're going to get a man, and then you're going to be trying to find out how to get rid of.
Been there, done that. And it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination.
That's right.
And I read a book, I forgot which one it was, so I won't quote it right now. But I loved how it started off, where sometimes we as humans, we think of that ideal mate like a product. And it's got to have all these features. Or he's got to be 6'5" and this and this and that. Those are product features.
Yeah, superficial.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, you know, I will admit, I feel like sometimes I have certain features, or I'll say characteristics that I'm looking for in a man, some of the things we talked about, which are not easy to find. Because if you're at a certain level, I keep saying this. I need somebody who's on my level, if actually higher than me, because he's going to help me get to where he is. Versus it's usually I'm here and they're here.
Right.
And that's not in congruence. So
and it don't have to mean financial either. You could just be here mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and then they're not there yet. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of things. And then that doesn't always work. Yeah. And then as women, we go, but
potential.
And then you're later on saying, okay, how do I get rid of them? How do I cut them off? And ladies, we knew at the beginning.
Yes.
We knew.
Potential is an excuse. Potential is an excuse to do one of them rolling stops past the stop sign. Like, you already had the stop sign, but you like, well, he got so much potential. And then you're going to do the roll and stop on through the stop sign that was clearly placed there to let you know, roll on through. But when you scratch the surface, when you scratch the surface of that man's soul, that is what's going to turn you off.
That's that.
And you get there earlier than you think. Sometimes it takes a while because everybody's bringing their representative. Everybody's wearing a mask. And eventually that mask comes off because at first they're showing you everything they want you to see. And we do it too. Yeah. But eventually that mask going to come off. I actually had this conversation with Sean, with someone I was talking to last year, just talking. And I was like, well, when do you know? Because one of the things I'm working on is if you didn't slow roll through and you said potential, how long do you let the potential keep being up there? So when you go, done, pass, and more pass, I'm passing now. And he was like, you usually know, I think he said in the first 6 months. I feel like that's too long.
It's not that it's too long, but it depends on how many representatives you got to go through. True. Because this is the thing, like when you get married, you should technically have a soul tie. Y'all, that's what helps you overlook anything that's flawed in that person. You're in love with their soul. But when you don't have that soul tie and you just doing something all willy-nilly on the surface, once you just scratch the surface and you really, really, really get to know that person, you realize they're broken. You realize all of the flaws, those things come out. And it doesn't mean that they're not great people, but depending on what you're scratching up, that's going to create the problem. And we don't do that. We get wrapped on chemistry. Well, I can have chemistry with 35 people. I can go outside and have chemistry with 35 men. I can be 35 men, have chemistry with all of them, and then all of a sudden I'm a hoe.
Yeah. And it's double standard because it's not the same for a man either. So
not at all.
And have chemistry with 35 women. Oh, and he the man. Like he a man.
You the dog, man. You the dog. Fist pound.
Right. You listen. You the man of men. Like, dude. So what's the difference?
Well, I think what you said is key. Chemistry is important, but it's the connection. And like you said, that soul connection. You know, is this someone I can hang out with and grow with regardless?
Right.
Keyword.
That's part of that, connection piece. But then it's like you said, there's like 5 C's in building a relationship. And one of them is, we already know communication is important, but clarity. Like you said earlier, it's got to be clear. And so, and that's something that can drive someone nuts because you're always looking for clarity, but that is important. Okay, when you say that, what do you mean? Or, okay, so when we talk about this is what I mean by that. Are we on the same page? Are we clear? Because otherwise you could be talking and communicating and you're talking right past each other. Or you're just scratching the surface. You're not going deep and you're not getting clear. And that's where miscommunication happens. And, well, I thought you meant this and da-da-da-da. Because there's no clarity.
It wasn't no talk. It wasn't no, people like, we talk all the time, but clearly y'all didn't talk enough. Y'all didn't have the right kind of conversation. And most of the time, we are imperfect people looking for perfection out of another imperfect person, one that we not going to get, to cover up our imperfection, to hide and shield what we don't want other people to see. And that makes for an unhealthy relationship.
But you're talking like two different languages.
That's
and
right.
Sometimes you're just talking, but not necessarily listening, just waiting for your turn to talk. You know, you're not necessarily taking in what you're listening to. You're just waiting for your turn to jump in, you know.
Yes.
That plays a lot in the role as well.
You're absolutely right, Toni. I call that level 1 listening. You're listening to respond. You don't really hear the person. And that's important in coaching. You want to get to like level 3. It's global listening. And not only are you listening and responding, and you're also picking up on things that they said and putting it back. Like this is what I'm noticing right now. And that's what a lot of people don't do. We're friends. So, everything you say is good, girl. Yeah, it's all good. Attitude and everything. But when you really talking to somebody who is like looking through you and they see the real you in that moment, you got to call it up. Like,
that's right.
This is what I'm seeing in this moment. Boom. And it's not to like call you out or blast. But a lot of times we don't even see ourselves in the moment. And we need someone to help us, because that's that behavior shift that we've been talking about, working on for a long time. And we're exhibiting right now. And no one normally tells us that in that moment. So that's a whole nother level right there.
And sometimes it's a simple thing like saying, okay, this is what I hear. Is this what I'm understanding? Is this what you mean? All those things can help with that dialogue and clear up that clarity that you speak of, which is so important, because sometimes men and women do speak two different languages, and it's real.
Absolutely. Yeah, I heard about, it's like women are from Venus and men are from Mars, and the other way around. I haven't read that book yet, and I was going to read it, and then some of the reviews were like, people were mad because it was like written a long time ago. So the view of how we are supposed to respond to the men is very outdated. But then I also read that there's still some relevant stuff in there. So I'm thinking I should read it just to see what people are talking about. I'll probably be cussing out parts of the book like, HELL, no, I'm not doing that. Probably should read it to understand that whole thing.
I read it a long time ago when it first came out, but like you said, sometimes there's still relevancy in it. You just gotta dig deep and understand the concept behind the book. It's just trying to understand each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, here on Let's Chat, you don't know, you're new, but we love to do something fun with our guests. And see, I'm going to ask you a fun question. I'm excited to see what your eccentric spirit is going to give us with this question.
Okay.
And eccentric we love. Well, Kenya, you have to come back to visit us. We have so enjoyed, and we've only scratched the surface of Miss Kenya Carr. I know that there's so much more with her, so you have to come back so that we can pick right up from where we're leaving off tonight. But Lissha and I, we're not only in the radio and TV business, but we're in the gardening business as well. And we actually had to go out and expand our real estate, because we're planting a garden, our Let's Chat garden, and our guests have been planting their seeds in it. They're planting flowers, they're planting trees, they're putting up fences, they're laying down rocks. So we want you to add to our garden a flower that best represents you in all your eccentricities. I think I said that right. And we want to know why you picked that flower or tree or bush, what color it is, and why.
Okay. So I'm not a huge gardener and I don't have a green thumb, but I've tried. Azaleas. So I've had experience with azaleas, and they come in many colors, and I've learned that they actually can change colors from season to season just based on where I used to live. We had them. And I would associate myself with an azalea bush, because when they bloom, it's hard not to notice them. They're not these little flowers. They're like, petals, big, one could be like this big blossom, and there could be like too attached to it. And when you walk by, it's hard not to notice them. You know, because it's like they're shining in their own light. And we talk about shining so bright. And so I like to think of myself as an azalea bush. Hopefully I'm saying it right. And you never know what you're gonna get. One season it may be like this like lavender blue, and another season it may be more on the like pinkish family. And so that's where I am in my life right now. If you saw me even 2 years ago, you wouldn't recognize me today. Really? And what I'm working on is becoming barely recognizable and constantly changing. And so, you know, next time we talk, you never know what you're going to get, because I don't even know. I just want to keep growing. I want to grow with every season.
I know, right? You're our first azalea in the garden, believe it or not.
Our first azalea. Multi-colorful and multi-talented.
I love it. You said it better than I did. Thank you.
We so appreciate you coming to kick it with us in the chat room today. We want you to shout out all of your social media, your website if you have it, and where everyone can get your book.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you both so much for having me. I had a wonderful time, and I would love to come back when you'd love to have me. So how people can find me on social media. So my personal page on Facebook is Kenya Carr. My business page is Life Chapters Coaching. That is my my coaching practice. On Instagram, I am life_chapters_coaching. On YouTube, I'm Life Chapters Coaching. And my website, I have two, www.lifechapterscoaching.com. And my personal branding page that I am marketing, Battling the Flames, is www.kenyacarr. And if you specifically want to learn more about the book, you can go straight to /publications. So kenyacarr.com/publications. But I encourage you to peruse through the whole site to really get to know me a little bit more. And I invite the engagement and sign up to be on my email list. I do email every Sunday. I just started a blog. So I say a little bit in my email and then connect you to my blog so you know what's going on with me and the book. And it's doing really well. And I would love you all to read it. It's for everyone, but particularly in my heart for women going through different struggles, knowing that no matter what you go through, you can come out on the other side unscorched and hardened like a diamond like me. So
absolutely. And that's so true.
The people have enjoyed you. I don't know if you can see the chat, Miss Kenya, but
I can't right now. I would love to see it.
Brian says, as always, great words from an awesome lady. Congrats, Kenya. And Tanya Robinson just said, that's my sis. Author Michelle Kane has been dialoguing. She is enjoying the interview. She said, you're awesome. So true to the words that you were saying. So they have so enjoyed. Michelle said, everything was awesome. Love.
And that's why we do what we do here on Let's Chat. We love to be able for people to experience all shades and all dimensions of the guests that we have on, because as an author, when your book does not have legs, your personality becomes the legs for your book until it does. And so we love to be able to show off your legs.
Love that. You have some great original quotes, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm like, I can memorize. I'm like, oh good. Not that I would use it, but it's powerful.
Oh, girl, have at it, child.
I got one down. I wrote one down because that was a real good one.
We're here for it. We share everything.
I'm a pitcher of water. I'm always pouring into people. It's okay.
Love it. Love it. You two are awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed myself.
Very welcome. And you are welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are so very welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your evening and stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, she is so awesome. She is so awesome.
That's the dopeness that we love to celebrate here on Let's Chat. We love it.
Absolutely. And as we wait for our next guest, honey, we're going to talk that talk. We're going to keep the talk going. I'm going to say this word. Derek Jacks. Dear Mr. Jacks, I'm just saying. Stuff happens. Yes, people mess up. Absolutely. People make mistakes. And yes, you can come back from those mistakes. However, this is my problem. When you are rebuilding something that you tore down or something that was broken, you can't put it on display when you're selling a book. You can't do that because if she left and she came back. So do you know what it was? Okay, so Derek Jacks is supposed to be the man guru, right? He's always giving information and talking to women. And that's my biggest thing. I hate to see a man tell a woman how to be a woman. I hate it because y'all ain't out here telling men how to be men and do what they supposed to do.
That's
but
right.
You want to tell us how we supposed to be, do, and feel. Stop it.
Stop.
So it comes out that he cheated on his wife. Okay. So everybody knows when we get the news, it's always old news. So she left, and whatever it is that they went through, they were separated. He was dating, he was cheating, he was doing whatever he wanted to do and moving however he wanted to move. This is my thing, though. She came back, and she did a live, and she talked about the death of their old marriage, which is true. Divorce is death. And when you want to recreate something new, whatever you had beforehand, after the damage has been done, that's dead and gone. That relationship is over. That person that you knew in that relationship is over.
Right.
However, your new relationship is still fresh and you're still healing. And I understand that you wrote a book and you want to kind of bring it out, but I think the way they kind of spend it is a little bit too messy, because now you got the side chicks talking like they was just with you yesterday. You got too much going on. And that is going to damage what you have newly created. What you think, T?
Well, I didn't know, when I'm not on social media, when I'm not on the radio, I'm in my editing cave. So a lot of things just go over my head, a lot of things I just don't pay attention to. But I kept seeing something just going through my feed. And then yesterday, I'm like, well, what is this about? So I just looked it up and saw what it was about. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is just so messy.
It's messy.
It's just messy. And I don't understand how you can profess one thing, but conduct yourself another way, and sometimes you have to look at the reason why people are gravitating towards the women that are gravitating towards him. So what can you possibly be telling them that you can't tell yourself and your spouse? I just don't understand how people give advice. And like you said, how men tell women how to be women when you need someone to tell you how to be a man.
And I understand that it's maybe a year old or 2 years old or however old the situation is.
Is that how long it's
supposed, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, because the scientists are talking like it was yesterday. That's the thing. One, if you're going to cheat, that person needs to know their position, but you can't put anybody in that position. And I don't want to say, yes, he cheated, but if he was separated, most people don't see that as cheating. Like, we weren't going to be together. We just decided out of the blue, this is what we were going to do. But in the meantime,
was it established that it was that it only happened when they were separated? Has that been established yet?
No, he just said he was cheating.
And he can say a whole lot.
Right, he just said he was cheating. So he's saying, I did it. And I understand him wanting to show healing after you have hurt somebody, or healing after somebody has hurt you. But everything in between that you got going on is so messy. And don't get me wrong, people gonna buy that book. That book is gonna be a bestseller because everybody jumps on the bandwagon. They want to be nosy. They want to know what's going on. But once that that has settled. You there by yourself, and everybody just looking at you, and they're watching you. And how you are maneuvering and expressing yourself. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying that nothing wrong with making a mistake and getting back together. That's good. That's all good. It's possible. Your marriage can come back from anything. God can heal whatever it is going on. But if you serve somebody something on top of a garbage can, if you serve something on top of a garbage can,
it's gonna stink.
It's gonna always be that visualization because that's how you bought it to people.
That's right. And you'll always be getting the side eye. Always, no matter what you do, there's always gonna be a lingering doubt. Is he telling the truth or not?
That is how you served up the situation. And the way it's like stuff missing. I'm just saying, listen, you want to heal your marriage, that's great. You want to talk about a book that you wrote because you feel that your marriage is healed. I feel that once you come back from something like that, your marriage is new. It's like a newborn baby. You don't just take the baby right on outside.
Yeah,
you have to at least wait. I'm going to say 3 years because you got to make sure your home is together. Because this is the thing about cheating or being cheated on. That's an emotional attachment. That's an emotional situation that you created with some other people. Not one person, not two person, not three, multiple people.
Right.
But even if it was just one, that's still an emotional attachment that you created with somebody else.
Right.
Women, we forgive, but we don't forget. That means that we play it back. And sometimes somebody can say something and trigger our reaction. Now, don't get me wrong. Your trigger is your business. Anything that triggers your attitude, that's your business. That's for you to go in and work through. But when you have such a fresh start or restart or reset, I always talk about a reset period. And, every relationship has a reset period. It's that you either going to reset together or apart. But you're a new you and he's a new him. Y'all are new people and y'all have to learn each other. Y'all have a new relationship. And because y'all are making a fresh start, to have it so public is kind of damaging because now you have opened up new wounds that haven't really closed.
But what do you do when this dust settles, Leash? It's like, you wrote this book, everybody's going to want to go out and read it. And then what do you do when the dust settles? Where is your life when all the dust settles? You still have all of this.
Right, but you can still have a life and you can still have all of those things. But I just feel that you have to give yourself time to have peace after a storm. And 2 years is not enough time. After something so detrimental, like it's not like you just separated briefly, but y'all were still together. You packed up and moved to a whole new state. And he said, I lost everything. I lost my wife. I lost my kids. So that means that you had to put in work. That means that you're still putting in work. It's too soon. It's too soon for all that extra. And then now you got other stuff going on, and there might have been something you didn't tell her. I don't know. I'm not there in the room. I don't know what you told her, what you didn't tell her. But when that happens and you leave things out and somebody gives her information that she ain't have, like if somebody give me information that I didn't have at the time, now I got an attitude all over again because I got some new information that now I got to
somebody else had to give to me.
Now I got to process this. I didn't process all the information at one time when it was supposed to be handled. That's a show for a new day, y'all. We're going to talk about it. We're going to actually do a show. We're going to do a show, and I'm going to, I'm glad King is in the background. I'm going to, I want to do a show about divorce, but we have to, when we do shows like that, we have to do it in a way that's very sensitive, because it's a hard process for a lot of people. So I like to have therapists and life coaches and just people on that's going to love on people, because sometimes when people come on our show, they tend to just kind of give a little bit of themselves, and so we want to make sure that they're landing in a safe place.
Right.
And that we're creating a circle around them so that they can have time to feel and grieve, because it is a death. And so I want to do it in the right kind of way and make sure I have the right kind of people around just for support. And y'all know we do that a lot. We did that when we did the show about suicide, and then we talked about rape. So we want to make sure that we're just giving that person resources around them.
And that is, like you said, Lissha, it is a sensitive subject. And I also like that we always involve both men and women, because
that's right.
Like we were saying during Kenya's show, there's that different language. People feel things differently, so that would be a great show. We always try to cover all of our bases and keep it as sensitive and polished.
Absolutely. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, one song break. Shout out to y'all that is sending us songs. But we got to play the music because the people is giving us the music. And so we got to play the music that's being sent to us. And we're going to play a little bit more of Superstar K, only because we have the fabulous, this is a young lady, y'all. Listen. When you are a child and you have a thought and a vision to do something, and you have parents that are cultivating, it's kind of like that's fresh soil, and her parents are the farmers, and they are cultivating that soil. So I'm gonna play a little Superstar K, because we can't play the other music because she's a baby. But we're going to have our children's author, Lady Royce, up in here, and she's going to talk about her new book. We're going to play this song real quick, and we will be right back to Shay.
One just tell me, yeah. One just tell me. All day. Yeah. One just tell me, yeah. Yeah. One just tell me. You put the pressure on me. I see you're afraid to love me now. With all the things you believed, it's made your past so ugly now. We can't be friends. Give me your hand, your love again. Just show me how this doesn't end. I'm here again. You want forever, hold me. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it would be easy, but I really can't be giving this up. Go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it's never easy when it's love, so I'm not giving you up. It's the light. Me see your fear, me feel your push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it's too. To feel so lucky, head over heels above me now. I understand you're lovely. Give me a chance, don't cut me out. Save me a dance, give me your hand. Make me your man, love me down. You wanna win, you've never had. Soon as I'm in, I'll tell you. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it would be easy, but I really can't be giving this up. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away like all my feelings was up, it's never easy when it's love, so I'm not giving you up. But still like, me see your fear, me feel your push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you won't let your heart break. Mr. Sunday morning, make it easy for your hard day. Gotta learn to feel again. We gon' do it our way. Put myself all over you, wrap you up in star K. Want more, you ain't gotta come for. It's already done for. Even dropping encore, you've been on a hunt for somebody to make you feel differently. 2020 vision is a different me. Yeah, yeah. Me see your fear, me feel you push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it's too much. Don't hold back.
Yes, we are back. We are back. Welcome to Let's Chat. You know I'm Miss Lissha. I got my right hand, and most of the time she is my left. The fabulous Miss Toni, and we have the gorgeous Lady Royce. Now, Royce, I want you to unmute your mic. All right. Y'all, she's so cute.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? I can't hear you, honey. You got your volume up? You got your headphones on?
Take your time.
Take your time. Your headphones. Uh-huh. Now, I want you to go out. Let me see if I can do it from here. Yeah, I want you to go out and I want you to hit the link and come back in with your headphones on.
Okay.
And if you're having trouble with the computer, then you can use the cell phone. Okay? All right. Come back out. Come right back in. We're going to wait for you. Yeah, she's so cute.
Oh, look at Elijah. Lady Royce, I'm so proud of you. Hi, son. She'll be right back, Elijah.
She's coming right back. Yes. Y'all, welcome to Let's Chat. We had a fabulous guest, Kenya Carr, y'all. Fabulous author. Fabulous. Awesome. Just a fabulous woman. Yes. If you're just tuning in and you missed her interview, no worries. You can go over to our YouTube page. Tell them how to get with our YouTube.
Absolutely. You just go to youtube.com, search Let's Chat with Miss Toni and Lissha. You hit that subscribe button, and while you're over there, hit that bell so you can be notified every time a new show is uploaded. And look at our other shows, our prior shows. You'll enjoy those as well.
Absolutely. And the replays for our Let's Chat Live will be on Pandora and Spotify as well. Mm-hmm. So let's see. We got the gorgeous Lady Royce back. Can you hear us now? Unmute yourself. No, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay. Unmute. Are you on a phone or a computer? If you're on the phone, do this. Are you on a phone or are you on a computer? A laptop. Okay. Mm-hmm. So is the site muted? Nope, it's not. Is your microphone set up where it goes to your microphone? You did that?
And is your volume up?
Is your volume up?
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to use your mommy's phone. Okay? Because that has a built-in mic and it'll be easier. All right. Now go back out and come back in, but use mommy's phone. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
she'll be
she's so
back.
sweet.
She's so cute.
Yes, y'all. She's gonna actually be at Visions and Books 2022.
Woo! Well, while we're waiting, Lissha, is there anything coming up that you may want to share with our listeners that you haven't shared in about a half hour?
Oh goodness! What am I going to share? I don't know. Was I supposed to share something?
Her birthday's coming up, people.
Oh yeah, y'all know my birthday coming. My birthday coming, y'all.
Yeah, it's been about an hour. She was due up. She's late.
I'm giving away. So Dear DeJeanette has 2 new books out, and he has one called Small City Big Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna change it. The first 5 people that inbox me my birthday, you cannot be relatives and you cannot be close friends. First 5 people that inbox me when my birthday is, not even inbox me, the first 5 people that post down below when my birthday is, I'm going to give you a free book of his. It's going to be an ebook, so I'll give you a free ebook.
All right now, guys.
So y'all tell me when my birthday is, because y'all know my birthday coming, right? My birthday coming, right? I'm about to be single and 45, child. Yes.
Okay. Ready,
yes. All right. Yes, I hear you now, gorgeous. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Okay, so I want you to move a little bit to the left, so I can see we can get your face.
Can I hear you?
You can't hear us?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we can hear her now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is the volume up on the phone? Is her mom there?
I'm confused.
Okay.
Yeah, I still can't hear you.
So you can't hear us, but we can hear you. Is your
yes, I can hear you.
Do you have earphones?
Yes, I have my AirPods.
Will they plug into the phone?
Okay.
Okay, let's try that.
We're gonna do a little troubleshooting, y'all. Y'all be patient.
Bear with us.
We gotta get the baby right.
Okay. At least we solved half of it. At least we can hear her now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll get it together.
Hey y'all, hey! Rakisha Grover, how are you? Daphne the boys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys supporting us.
We got a full house, Leash.
Mm-hmm. We're just waiting for her to put her ears in. Her mommy helping her. All right, can you hear us now?
They can hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, can you hear us?
They can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to fix her up, mommy.
Okay.
No,
We can be patient.
No.
we can hear her. We don't know if she can hear us.
Her mama getting her fixed together. Mm-hmm. Just like that. Now unmute your phone. Can you hear us now?
I know that you can hear me, but I just can't hear you.
Right.
Oh.
You got some earbuds to put in?
No.
No earbuds?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What happened?
We're having technical difficulties.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break so that we can get you right. And we'll be right back. We gotta get the baby going. So we're gonna play some music, y'all.
Okay.
But we wanna get it together. Okay. I don't want to play music where it's all everybody cussing.
Is all our music available on our live station?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right. But we got music. Okay, so unmute your phone. Oh, she's still working on it. All right. So, oh goodness, I don't want to play anything that we're gonna have to play Superstar K, only because everything else they're cursing, and I kind of don't want to.
One just tell me, yeah. One just tell me. All day. Yeah. One just tell me, yeah. Yeah, yeah. One just tell me. You put the pressure on me. I see you're afraid to love me now. With all the things you believed, it's made your past so ugly now. We can't be friends. Give me your hand. Your love again. Just show me how this doesn't end. I'm here again. You want forever. Hold me. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away, like all my feelings was up, it would be easy, but I really can't be giving this up. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away, like all my feelings was up, it's never easy when it's love, so I'm not giving you up. It's the light. Me see your fear, me feel your push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it too much. Me too ready, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, me don't hold back now, yeah. Me never again say it too much. Don't hold back now, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, don't hold back now, yeah. Don't hold back. You want to feel so lucky, head over heels above me now. I understand you're lovely. Give me a chance, don't cut me out. Take me a dance, give me your hand, make me a man, love me down. You wanna win, you've never had. Soon as I'm in, I'll tell you. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away, like all my feelings was up, it would be easy, but I really can't be giving this up. We go through the motions till the energy's up. I give you all my time, still I'm not giving enough. If I could take my heart away, like all my feelings was up, it's never easy when it's love, so I'm not giving you up. But still like, me see your fear, me feel your push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it too much. Me too ready, yeah. More love, I won't let your heart break. Mr. Sunday morning, make it easy for your hard day. Gotta learn to feel again, we gon' do it our way. Put myself all over you, wrap you up in star K. Want more, you ain't gotta come for. It's already done for, even dropping encore. You've been on a hunt for somebody to make you feel differently. 2020 vision, it's a different me, yeah, yeah. Me see your fear, me feel your push away from me. Teach me how to love. You are just right, you and me alike. And girl, you got to stay around me, yeah. Baby, if you want more love, one just tell me, yeah. Me never again say it too much. Don't hold back. Baby, if you want
Yes, we are back. We are back. We have Lady Royce. Now, don't worry, Royce. I got you covered. Miss Lissha gonna do some editing, and it's gonna be a-okay. Don't worry. Can you hear us now?
Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
us?
us?
Woo! She said she shook her head yes.
Okay, so we need to hear you.
Say something, sweetie.
Uh-oh. So unmute your phone.
Okay, now say something.
Nope, we can't hear you. Oh no.
Can you hear us? She can hear us now.
Okay, so I'm gonna text your mommy. We're gonna have to do it a different way. So we're gonna do it a different way. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna send your mom a call-in number, and we're gonna do it on the radio side, so you could just call in. Okay? I don't know. Okay. So I'm gonna build that show right now. I'm gonna tell your mama to check her email. I'm gonna send it to her in the email. All right, y'all. So we want to hear what this baby got to say. So everybody on here, we're gonna need y'all to go on to the radio side.
Head over to Blog Talk.
Head over to Blog Talk so that we can get this baby together. So, all right, Royce, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna set the show for 8:15. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We wanna get the baby out here. We want to hear what she's saying, y'all. She's super dope. We're gonna meet y'all over at the Blog Talk. All right, no worries. We got it.
We'll see you there.